This is the Matt Beck Podcast.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Matt Beck Podcast. This is, I think, episode 6, but I'm doing it live on YouTube today. But those of you guys that are listening on iTunes, you can always tune in live on our YouTube channel and sometimes my Facebook page. I'm trying to find out the best place. So I did a, a poll on YouTube the other day and said, would you guys rather it was on YouTube or would you rather it was on Facebook? And a lot of people said YouTube. So I'm hoping I can get a lot of you guys on here talking live. I can see you guys. So just so you know, I am live. I'm here. But you're going to see just the podcast logo because I think that that's just better. It's just more comfortable. It's all about conversation and hanging out with you guys, talking hair. So there's a couple things that I really want to go over today. This is only going to be about 15, 20-minute show. But the things I want to go over are the new Vero app. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on it. I'm going to give you my opinions as well. So let me know in the chat what you're thinking about the new Vero app. And if you haven't heard about it, we're going to talk about it as well. And then the other thing I want to talk about today, I have a couple questions from people. Trisha asked a question on Instagram, and also Hair by Weston Manor also asked a question as well. So got some good questions about inspiration and different things that have to do with the hair industry. So thank you guys to everyone that's tuning in live. I love seeing you guys take the middle of your day to really just talk hair, listen about hair, and all that stuff. So first things first, let's talk about the Vero app. Has anybody used it out there? If you have, I'd love to hear your opinions on it. But this is what it is in a nutshell. It's a new social media app. I think a lot of us out there have been looking for something different, something, like Instagram, but tied in with Facebook, and our people that follow us can actually see what we're posting. So the big thing about this app, it's called Vero. It's Vero. So you can look it up on the App Store if you haven't downloaded it. There's a lot of people downloading it, like lots of people. The first 1 million people are going to be able to download it for free and not pay an annual subscription. That's going to be interesting to see what happens in the future, to see after that 1 million people if people really will pay for an app like this. But here's the reasons why I think this app is going to be great. And even if this app doesn't work out, how it's going to change social media. So I think that that's one of the biggest things there, is that obviously Facebook's watching this, obviously YouTube, obviously Instagram. Everybody watches what's happening in social media. And when you think about an app that's coming in, it's talking about no more ads. They don't want to put ads up on the up on this app. They don't want to dictate when people see your posts. So if you have friends and followers on this app, when you make a post, they will see it in the right order, which is great. They don't have paid for ads, so they're not going to try to take the information that you're seeing and warp it so that you're seeing more ads and less of the content, less of your friends, all of that stuff. So I think that that's really good for not only just people in general, but for creators, right? So and salon owners and everything. Because really what it's all about is putting out good content, and if people like it, they'll follow it, and so on and so forth. So how does an app do that and not run ads and make money? I think that they've gotten very creative with it. So here's what they're doing. They're tying in music and art and video and all this different stuff, and they're putting it into different collections. So I want to read what they're saying this app is going to be all about. So it's kind of like their mission statement, I guess. It says, people naturally seek connection. That's why online social networks have been so widely adopted over the last 10 years. They offer the promise of constant connection, and that means and the means to keep in touch with friends and to share what's happening in our lives. But as time passed, an imbalance began to form between the interests of the platforms and the best interest of the users. And a false sense of connection left us lonelier than ever. So basically, I don't need to read the whole thing, but what they're saying is now we're just getting news and different things shoved down our throat, and we're not really staying connected with the people that we want to. And in this day and age, it's all about connection. So that's the first thing. So I've been using the app now for 2 days. Again, if you guys are just tuning in, it's called Vero. It's Vero. You can follow me on there. Just look up Matt Beck. It's really cool because we're all getting in on this. Like, a lot of us didn't jump in on Instagram right away. A lot of us didn't jump in on Facebook. Didn't really build that following that we were looking for maybe, or didn't really understand the content right away. So this app is cool because you can upload video. You can share movies that you love, but you actually share the movie, and it connects to your other apps. So it's allowing, like, if I share a song, my favorite song, out to you guys, then you can listen to the song right on the app, and it all just kind of happens. So it's taking that connection, things that we love, and it's being able to share it. The other thing that I really love about this is the look of it. It has a really cool artsy look, so I think it's going to be great for hairdressers in that way, showing off images and different things. And one thing that they're going to allow, which is cool for businesses, is buy now button. So let's say, I'm guessing in the future, if there's a hair salon out there that wants to make a post, show some beautiful hair, and they want to put a buy now button or a book now button, they'll take a percentage of that booking for getting that connection through you. So that's how they're going to do it, I think, and that's what it seems like this early into it. The big thing that you guys are going to notice, and any of you guys that have been on it the last 2 days, is that this app is a little glitchy, a lot glitchy. Like, I couldn't even make a post yesterday because so many people are signing up. And why I know it's kind of cool is because so many people are signing up and sharing that they're on it, but also, like, it's not just my hairdresser friends that are signing up. It's like family members. I'm seeing, like, all kinds of people signing up for this thing. So I have a feeling it's going to be really big. It's going to make a big impact, and hopefully, if anything, like I said, maybe Facebook will figure out how to drown this thing and either buy it out or just mimic what it's doing, like they did with Snapchat and all of that. But in the end of it all, it's going to change, I think, things for the better. So I'm looking forward to an app like this. I think a lot of people should support this because I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good for our industry, but it's also going to be good for social media in general. And it's a really exciting thing. I also really love another feature that's on there that it allows it puts everything into collections. So, like, if I only want to go on there and look at pictures, I can look at the picture collection of all the people that I follow that shared pictures. I can see all their pictures. I can see a collection of videos of people that shared videos. If you just want to see links, like, there's so many different things on this app. So obviously I'm very excited about it. That doesn't mean it's going to be this big, amazing thing, but I think if you don't jump on it now, I think it would be silly because obviously a lot of people are, and I think it would be good to get your stuff going on there. So let's see. I'm just checking out the chat. Love seeing you guys on there. This is actually so much better than Facebook. I love I just love the YouTube following that we have, and you guys jumping on here for this. So hope you guys are enjoying the podcast. Again, if you have to jump off or anything, you can listen to it on iTunes or SoundCloud as well. So that's that. Tomorrow, what I want to get into is I want to talk about getting more YouTube subscribers, because I think that that's a big thing. And obviously, we've been, in the last 4 years, able to grow a pretty big YouTube following. So I want to talk about some of the tips that I've done with that. I was going to get into that today, but I think the Vero conversation I want to keep pretty much what this podcast is about. And then now I want to answer some questions. I got one from Trisha. She says, did you ever have a moment in your career where you thought maybe you weren't cut out for doing hair? I've been licensed for about 5 years now, and I still don't feel confident in any areas of cosmetology. It's something I want to be good at, so practice and educate myself, but it's super frustrating when I see it comes so easily for some people that have natural talent for it. So just wondering if you ever felt this way starting out and how you overcome it, how long it took you to feel more confident. So here's the thing about confidence in doing hair. I think the more you learn, the more confident you get. I was never really doing hair never really scared me in a way. I mean, I've been scared in situations doing hair because, you start to get that sweat when things aren't going right and you're trying to figure it out. But I think that's always going to happen, and I think you can't be afraid for that to happen. So that's where I've always kind of sat in that mindset, like, yes, I can screw something up, but really it's somebody's hair. It's not like it could be a very devastating thing to somebody, but for the most part, it grows back. And I think you'd have to be really bad to really, really mess it up. So I've just never had that worry. And I think when you don't have that worry, you go into things and maybe you mess something up. Like, for instance, my fiance, Christina, who I've been with for 13 years, she was very trusting when I first met her. I had just started doing hair, and I cut her hair. She wanted a really short Keira Knightley looking haircut, had kind of a disconnected top, which I've now since then done many videos of this haircut because I did her hair and I cut it so short, and we were actually headed to a wedding, and I really messed it up. Like, guys, when I say I messed it up, it was so bad. And I don't even know how she wasn't upset about it. Like, she wasn't that upset. Like, she was kind of, but it was she's still with me, so it worked out. But I think the key thing is I learned so much from screwing that up, and I obviously was very confident going into it because I was like, yeah, I can totally do that haircut. And then it turned out, no, I couldn't. But when you mess it up, you learn, and that's what haircutting is all about. David Norris says, DJ Muldoon says, knowledge destroys fear. That's exactly what that is. So that's the key. You just you keep learning. I think screwing up destroys fear more, because you screw it up and then you learn. And that's what hairdressing is all about. But lack of confidence is going to make you not do things, and then you're not going to do those things. So you're not going to screw up, and you're not going to learn. So I really think you just have to be confident and trust in yourself. And if you don't understand something, then reach out to people. I think reaching out to me, asking these questions, reach out to people who you look up to in the industry and ask them questions. If somebody should be open to, if they're a teacher, teaching or sharing, their knowledge with you. All right. Last question is Hair by Weston Manor. He says, what inspires you and the team? What do you do to stay in a creative mindset and not get stuck in a boring rut? So, Weston, I think the biggest thing to stay inspired, so to be completely honest, you're not always inspired. It's just the way it is. I sometimes on the internet look more inspired than I probably am because I have set goals in my mind of things that I want or to accomplish. So I'm always putting out videos. Now, are every single one of those videos completely inspired? Not always, but some days I get up and I'm not inspired. I don't want to film. And then I come in here and I film a video, and then by the end of it, I get really excited about what I've created. And then there's other times where I'm really inspired and I come in and I do a haircut or whatever, and turns out by the end, I don't even love what I did. So, I think inspiration comes from new stuff. So for me, always changing up what I'm doing keeps things fresh for me. Our team here, I'm always trying to push to keep them inspired and just, working alongside them. They inspire me in that way as well, because I think here's the thing, when you're sitting in a room by yourself, like right now, I'm in a big old room. You guys can see, big room by myself. Staff is in the other room on the other side. When you're in that situation, it's hard to be inspired. So you got to figure out how to connect everybody together and start pushing each other. That's the big thing. So when I start feeling, and I'm going to say this, as another 100% honesty thing, when you start feeling uninspired, you got to look at what you're doing. And that's kind of where I got with, we opened a new place. We had a lot of stuff going on. I wasn't as connected with the staff as I used to be. Even though we were and we weren't in the same building. So that's why Christina and I, we opened this big building with a big studio, and it was connected to the salon. So then I was no longer at home trying to create and coming into the salon when they weren't open because I didn't have room to create. And now we do it all in the same place. So now I'm trying to figure out, how do you get everybody working together? Because now we have a busy staff in the other room, and then over here we're creating content. So it's just, there's always tons of stuff going on, and I think that that's what keeps it fresh and inspiring. But also, you know, there's challenges along the way as well. So no one ever is not inspired. Like, it just doesn't happen. But you got to surround yourself with the right people, connect, watch people on the internet. Nothing inspires me more than knowing I want to do something and then seeing somebody else start accomplishing something on the internet that I'm like, man, I wanted to do that. Why haven't I been doing that? And it just drives me to keep going. So I hope that helps you guys. Let's see. I think we've been on 15 minutes. So that's it. How did you guys like it on YouTube? Do you like the show here? Would you rather I do it here? I know you're on YouTube now, so obviously that's probably a pretty easy question. But I actually really liked it. I liked seeing all the chat. There was a lot of people on here today, as opposed to Facebook, because like we talked about in the very beginning of this show, Facebook only shows it to the people they want to show it to, and that's where Vero and YouTube seem to be a little bit different. So, and somebody said, Briggs says, Matt, I'm still mad at you for missing the ping pong balls for me. I'm super sorry about that. I'll have to get it out and practice a little bit, but we have a podcast coming up tomorrow night. Every single Wednesday night at 8 p.m., we get the whole staff together and we do the podcast. I'm trying to do these podcasts daily if I can, because I like to just jump on here, talk hair for a little bit. I think it's good content. I hope you guys find value in it, and that's it. So, app name, somebody asked, what's the app name? Again, it's Vero, Vero. Go find me, Matt Beck, on there, and I love to connect with you. There's not a lot of people on there, so it's a good time to jump in, and we can connect on there as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of your comments and all of that, and that's it. So question of the day, are you using Vero, and do you like it? Even though it's a little glitchy, do you like it? Thank you guys so much for being a part of the show. I'll see you guys tomorrow doing the same thing right here on YouTube. Thanks.